Good morning.
Welcome back to the morning show on Tobago Updates Television. I am Adanna Combie, and it's just about 7:23 a.m. So you do have some time if you're getting to work for 8 a.m. Remember, you need to drop the children off and get yourself to work safely. Practice safe driving on the nation's roads. All right, we continue conversations this morning in studio with our guest, and we're speaking with Mr. Walter Stewart. He's the president of the NPTA this morning, and we're speaking about the 2024 Mid-Year Convention. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Adanna, and of course, good morning to your viewership. So very happy to be here. This seems to be an education morning, falling straight after the heels of the Bishop's High School 50th anniversary class of 74.
That's right.
Yes, indeed.
And it's always a pleasure to be talking, as you mentioned, education, because of course it is the foundation of who we are. That's how we start, that's how we begin, and we grow and develop. And now we're talking about a mid-year convention for the NPTA. And for those of us who don't know what the NPTA is, that's a National Parent Teacher Association here in Trinidad and Tobago, of which you are the president. And so we're going to have that conversation this morning.
Yeah, indeed.
Right?
We have been around the National PTA since 1960, so that this year we are celebrating our 64th anniversary. Unbroken years. This organization has been on solid ground since we started, and of course we have grown from strength to strength. We have had our peaks and our mountaintop experiences, but of course we are still here prodding on, promoting the importance of home and school being united for the good of the child. This year, of course, our mid-year convention, which is an annual staple. We had a break, of course, because of the COVID, etc., for a few years, but it's a mid-year convention that will be held here in Tobago, and I might add, it's the second time in the 64-year history of the organization that the Tobago region is hosting such an event. So this is, of course, very significant to us, and of course, as a fellow Tobagonian myself, I'm very honored to be able to join with my fellow Tobagonians and have this event in Tobago.
And what type of events or activities are expected at the convention?
Good. This type of event is usually mixed with some business aspects, of course, and mainly culture. So this year we have invited several of our schools and our artists from Tobago in particular. And of course, we have Mr. Kurt Allen, of course, who is no stranger to the Calypso world. He's going to be one of our main highlight cultural events at tomorrow's function. I want to also emphasize that our featured speaker this year at our 64th year anniversary is, of course, the Commissioner of Police, Mrs. Erla Haywood Christopher, who I'm sure we are all looking forward to hearing something from her, especially relevant to crime in Tobago.
Of course, and it sounds as if it's a bit of relaxing, and of course, as you said, the business aspects of it, because the NPTA is really a pillar in our schools here in Tobago as we guide the way we interact in terms of the parents, the teachers, and how we form and mold our students. We talk about things like, I'm a parent as well, and we talk about things like behavior in the classroom. We talk about how the teachers relate to the students who might have issues, who have slower learning, who, display different types of qualities. And of course, the charge really is on the teachers to ensure that the children are well cared for while they are in the school. So something like this is, of course, welcomed, where they can, sit back, relax, take some time to really enjoy, as you said, the culture, and to have conversations that guide the way these things are done. And it's a celebration. So when is it taking place?
Okay, so this will be held tomorrow at the Hamden Lowlands Multicultural Multipurpose Facility. It will be held tomorrow from 9 o'clock in the morning, and it should run until about 4 p.m. I want to also mention, as you were just enunciating there, that Tobago region, of course, is one of 8 educational districts or regions throughout Trinidad and Tobago. And I'm happy to announce, and of course I'll make this announcement tomorrow as well, that of all the 8 regions throughout Trinidad and Tobago, per capita, Tobago has the largest attendance and the largest population insofar as PTA units throughout Trinidad and Tobago. Almost 90%, if not 98%, of our schools in Tobago are affiliated with the National Parent Teacher Association.
Wow, that is absolutely amazing. And for some reason, Tobago is just always that kind of hands-on type of approach, ensure that they're involved. I suppose it's the community spirit that we have here in Tobago.
And to me, the closeness, the family-oriented sort of arrangement that we are proud of here in Tobago. So, of course, we must give kudos to the president of the Tobago region, Mr. Joseph Lindo, and his team, who, of course, continue to work assiduously in terms of getting all the PTA units on board and being affiliated with the National Parent Teacher Association.
I just want to wish you guys all the best coming out there tomorrow, and I do hope that the teachers and all those who are in, all the stakeholders who are involved, that you come out tomorrow and participate in the events that are taking place there down at the multipurpose facility in Lowlands, because I believe that something of substance, some quality will be coming from that type of event. So I just hope that everyone comes out who are the ones who are expected to be there. In closing, is there anything else you want to share?
Well, we are very concerned, the NPTA, and again, I'll make a statement on that tomorrow with regards to the crime taking place in Tobago, because in my humble view, it is unprecedented. And of course, we look at the rising tide of crime taking place here. And of course, I would really want the commissioner to be able to address these situations taking place in Tobago. I heard the Prime Minister last night speaking about beefing up the law enforcement agencies here in Tobago, including IETF. And of course, we look forward to the boots on the ground situation where we are able to arrest and mitigate the amount of crime that is taking place on our island here in beautiful Tobago. We want to get back to that clean, green, safe, and serene Tobago, the Paradise Island.
That's right. And it takes you, it takes me, it takes all of us to get that done. And no better place than at the mid-year convention of the NPTA, where we have a lot of stakeholders there who can also guide policy and who can implement the policies and ensure that we have a place that is safe and serene for all of us, especially in the context of our schools, because we do see some types of behavior there that we also need to curb to ensure safety for our teachers and our students, and less stress for our parents and everyone in general. So let us come out there. Those of you who are involved, come out to the mid-year convention taking place tomorrow from 9 a.m. at the Lowlands Multipurpose Facility, taking place there. We've been speaking with Mr. Walter Stewart. He's the president of the NPTA here in Trinidad and Tobago, and their event is coming off tomorrow. 64 years of excellence as the Trinidad and Tobago National Council of Parent Teachers Association. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have to take a short break before we continue this morning. And of course, the segment coming up next is sports with Mr. Cricket, Marcus Daniel. And he'll be telling you all about who he's going to be speaking with this morning. Exciting things are going to be discussed, so you want to stay tuned with us. And of course, as you stay tuned, we invite you to help us share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.
Audio Jungle.